Travis Kelce reveals how his relationship with Taylor Swift really began.
Everybody's so invested in my off-the-field love life, man.
In a new Wall Street Journal profile on Kelce, the Kansas City tight end finally revealed what really happened after he was famously blocked from meeting the pop star at her July Eras tour show in Kansas City. People have speculated how Kelce somehow spoke his desire into the universe and manifested Swift. Travis is opening up about all he's learning about fame, music, and the pop star herself in a wide-ranging interview for the December-January issue of the Wall Street Journal magazine. Kelce makes clear that he identified as a Swiftie long before he attended the Eras tour in Kansas City this summer. His favorite album is 1989, Kelce told the Wall Street Journal, and Blank Space ranks among his favorite songs. I could make a bad guy good for the weekend. That's a hell of a line, he said, ever so slightly misquoting Swift's lyrics. And his attempts to slip her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it were also unsuccessful that night, something he later went viral for talking about on his New Heights podcast.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I know you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
Then, just 2 months later, the anti-hero singer attended her first Chiefs games at Arrowhead Stadium, and the rest was history. But what happened in between, according to Kelce, someone in Swift's camp brought his public crush on her to her attention.
Mine was Taylor Swift. All right now.
There were definitely people she knew that knew who I was in her corner who said, "Yo, did you know he was coming?" The football player told the publication, "I had somebody playing Cupid." The early weeks of Travis Kelce's relationship with Taylor Swift felt like something of an endurance test. From the second the musician stepped into the family suite at Arrowhead Stadium to cheer the tight end on during a Kansas City Chiefs home game, they were launched into a media bombardment of epic proportions. It's nothing she isn't used to, and he's fairly familiar with the attention himself. But Kelce also knew that among the millions of eyes on him were Swifts, and as he recently told Wall Street Journal, his biggest goal was, "Make sure I don't say anything that would push Taylor away." During Kelce's discussion with journalist J.R. Mohringer, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end opened up about his relationship with his brother Jason and his mother Donna's feelings on Swift, and he explained that, "Obviously, I've never dated anyone with that kind of aura about them. I've never dealt with it," Kelce added, "but at the same time, I'm not running away from any of it." The athlete revealed that paparazzi have been parked outside of his home for weeks now, bringing the magnitude of his newly heightened celebrity status into an otherwise quiet neighborhood. He continued, "The scrutiny she gets, how much she has a magnifying glass on her, every single day, paparazzi outside her house, outside every restaurant she goes to, after every flight she gets off, and she's just living, enjoying life."
So who you would want to provide with peace.
Yeah.
You know, someone that you love, so you want them to have as much peace in their life as possible, and reconciling the fact that you might not be their best option for that, but is it still a deal they want to take?
We're learning with the paparazzi just taking photos from all over the place, but at the same time, it's it comes with it. It comes with it. You got a lot of people that care about Taylor, and for good reason. So it's just got to keep living and learning and enjoying the moments. And I was on top of the world after the Super Bowl, and right now even more on top of the world. So it's fun, man.
When she acts like that, I better not be the one acting all strange. He even consoled his mother, Donna Kelce, after she tried not to sound overly enthusiastic about their romance, and instead unintentionally seemed underwhelmed during an appearance on Today. During the interview, Kelce recalled his inner circle warning him not to screw it up, especially since it all already seemed too good to be true. The jokes that he manifested this relationship aren't actually too far off. He noted that Swift will probably hate me for saying this, but explained that when she performed at Arrowhead Stadium on the Eras tour earlier this summer, famously the location where the seeds of their love story were planted, they gave her the big locker room as a dressing room, and her little cousins were taking pictures in front of my locker. The pair then started talking before eventually meeting for the first time in New York. We had already kind of been talking, so I knew we could have a nice dinner and like a conversation, and what goes from there will go from there, said Kelce. Everybody around me was telling me, don't F this up, and me sitting here saying, yeah, got it. And while Kelce has opened up about certain elements of his relationship with Swift on New Heights or in post-game press conferences, he's done his best to keep things as private as possible so that the Karma musician never starts to feel uncomfortable. That was the biggest thing to me, he told the publication. Make sure I don't say anything that would push Taylor away. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are arguably the world's most high-profile couple right now, consistently making headlines on the daily for simply holding hands or enjoying dinner together. But the exact circumstances of how their paths first crossed, other than the Chiefs star shooting his shot via a friendship bracelet, have largely remained a mystery until now. So after Travis Kelce ultimately made his affections known through someone in her inner circle, the Ohio native didn't say who exactly put him on Swift's radar, although he did hint that a few of the 12-time Grammy winner's family members may have helped his case. Kelce wasn't aware who the matchmaker was, but soon after he realized his chances had changed when he looked down at his phone one day and saw a text. Kelce apparently received a text from Swift. She told me exactly what was going on and how I got lucky enough to get her to reach out, he said. The NFL star also said some of Swift's family members helped him out without even realizing. Kelce, who called Swift both hilarious and a genius, also revealed that he and the pop superstar share a similar outlook on family and work. Everybody knows I'm a family guy, he said. Her team is her family. Her family does a lot of stuff in terms of the tour, the marketing, being around, so I think she has a lot of those values as well, which is right up my alley. Although there was speculation that the cruel summer singer and Kelce's first date was her first Kansas City Chiefs game in September, the athlete confirmed they had already gotten dinner before she showed up in the suite. Kelce told the Wall Street Journal that he wasn't nervous about his first date with Swift, which was dinner in New York City. When I met her in New York, we had already kind of been talking, so I knew we could have a nice dinner and like a conversation, and what goes from there will go from there, he said. Kelce said the nerves came later as NFL fans began to scrutinize Swift's appearances at games, with some chalking it up as nothing more than a marketing ploy that was distracting from gameplay. Kelce also said he's been studying Swift's lyrics now that they've begun dating, finding a new appreciation for the way Swift can turn a phrase, "I've never been a man of words." Being around her, seeing how smart Taylor is, I'm learning every day, Kelce said. After soft launching for weeks, the two have fully taken their relationship public, sharing a passionate kiss backstage at one of Swift's Eras Tour performances in Argentina. Kelce and Swift have only gotten more serious since the early days of their relationship, with the football legend having just flown to Argentina to watch her perform in Buenos Aires. Following her concert, during which she gave Kelce a shout-out, Swift was filmed running backstage into Kelce's arms before planting a kiss on his lips. Travis Kelce has been well known as a top-tier tight end in the NFL, but now he's settling in nicely to another identity, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. So we finally got some insight as to how it all went down. I don't know about you, but boy, was it fun learning all about it. Now, how about we get an interview from Taylor and hear it from her perspective on how sparks flew to flame this romance? So what was your favorite takeaway from his interview, and did it leave you craving for more details? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel and check out one of these videos.